Hi, this is Scott McGann from the Falmouth Health Department doing the Town of Falmouth's COVID-19 update for June 11th, 2021. Again, our phone number is 508-495-7485, and our email is health@falmouthma.gov. So let's jump right into it. This slide's been up for a couple weeks. All the guidance, with the exception of masks required at K through 12 schools, mass transportation, congregate, and healthcare settings, and also town properties like Town Hall also have a mask requirement, and the rest of Falmouth has a mask advisory. All of the guidance is expired. So it is back to where we were pre-COVID for the vast majority of us, and so that's where we are with guidance. In terms of vaccines, there are tons of vaccine available. You can go on the I went on it today just to look at it. The vaxfinder.mass.gov shows you tons of open appointments right now at the pharmacies. It also, Barnstable County Health has it, the 4 Cs, throughout the week. I think it's 3 times a week. June 12th, which is tomorrow, they're going to be doing it at the Cape Cod Mall. That's Barnstable County. So there's plenty of doses available. If you're homebound, you can't get to a vaccine, we've been coming to you. The homebound, those who can't make it to a clinic, just call the Senior Center at 508-540-0196. We still do have a few that trickle in every week, and we set that up. Right now we're using the VNA, who will pick up doses and take care of the homebound. So we do have that program. That program's going to be with us, until we don't have any more requests for it. So that's kind of where we are with vaccine. As far as our vaccination rate, we gained 1 on the Cape for at least 1 dose. It's been gaining about 1% per week. Also, if you factor out individuals who are not eligible, which is under 12, we're at 80% with the first dose. This is for the entire county. And fully vaccinated in the entire county had a 2% increase to 64%. So the entire county is 64%. We're Besides the islands, we're the highest community that's been fully vaccinated. In terms of Falmouth, we are still making gains. There's been about 300 or so first doses issued and about 500 or so second doses. So 300 doses is, about what we do half a day at the fairgrounds. So we're still getting people getting vaccinated. Our 81% of all eligible, that's 12 under the, those that are 12 and older. We have 81% of it got at least 1 dose, and 71% that are fully vaccinated, which is a 2% increase from last week. 1% on first doses, 2% on second doses. So that 1% of 31,190 is 312 people. So that's about what we were doing. So about that 1% increase. Greatest increase have been those that have been more recently allowed to be, they've been approved, the 12 to 15-year-olds. You see a 6% increase and a 12% increase in fully. Next week we have 2 clinics at the schools to take care of second doses for that age group, so that number will jump quite a bit next week. The second dose, these are all second dose clinics from the first ones we had, a couple weeks ago. So you see the increases, they're steadily about 1 to 2%, somewhere around there each week, and we're steadily still getting up higher and higher. If that continues, we could, gain a percentage a week. You could, be, even much higher than we are now. I think that's just going to slow down a little bit. Don't know what the final number would be, but that's where we are for the week. If you want to look at this one, we also post this on our website as well every week. So this will be on our website if you want to take a little bit of deeper dive into it. And this data all comes from the state's website, the weekly vaccination data. It's a big Excel spreadsheet provided by the state on every Thursday afternoon, so this is from there. As far as cases, we're at 1571. There was 1 case during the 7-day period ending in June 10th. There's only been 1 case the entire month of June. 1 probable case. Just about everyone is out of isolation. We continue to do the contact tracing, when a case comes in, so we don't ignore them now. It's just, a lot less work to do the contact tracing, but that's where we are. So we had 1 confirmed case during the 7-day period ending yesterday. So you can see our charts show that we've flattened right down on next to nothing. Hopefully that continues on forever. So that's where we are. We've had 3 really super weeks, which is great. And you can see that we've flattened our curve. This line looks very flat, and we've definitely done a good job with that. So we're reaping the benefits of being vaccinated. If you look at the weekly, this is the weekly chart, the color chart, you see no yellow and you see no red communities. You see about 20 or so green. We went gray. It's a little bit of a lag. This data is from the 23rd of May to June 5th. And so we had the week previous, we had like 16 cases earlier in May, so that kept us sort of green for a little bit. But we're in the gray, which is less than 10 cases per week. Our percent positivity dropped a full percentage point from 1.59 to 0.55. The counties is below 1, the state's below 1, everybody's looking good. And so, again, reaping the benefits of being vaccinated. And so we're in great shape. County cases have dropped way off. The county's averaging over a 3-day period, case a day, case every day, every other day, couple a day, somewhere in that range. So looking great on that front. Even lower than we were last, we're about where we were last summer. I think is definitely even dropping even more than that, especially if we can keep getting 300, 400, 500 people done per week vaccinations. As far as hospitalizations, we're 1-0, so we're low on that range, which makes sense because the number of cases are low. The statewide, they were finally got under 100. We're in that low hundreds for a little while. Now we're in that 85 to 100. Positivity continues to decline. Still doing 40,000 tests and only coming up with 85. That's pretty good. Deaths are a little bit lagging, so some even cases back in early May when we had more cases could still, this is where some of those are. Some of those may not be recent cases, but there is a delay or a lag, unfortunately, for them. And so, all the state data shows that they're in good shape. As far as testing, and still get tested, walk-ins are your best places, CVS's, Community Health Center, Convenient MD. We're not testing at the fairgrounds anymore. So there's plenty of tests out there, just like there's plenty of vaccine. So as a recap, virtually all guidance and orders related to COVID expire. Falmouth does have a mask advisory advising you to wear your masks while indoors in public spaces. Vaccine eligibility is everybody over 12. Where vaccination rates definitely better than the country's, definitely higher on the higher end of the state. And for our larger towns on the Cape, we're similar to Barnstable, and better than the other Upper Cape towns. But we're all within, a certain percentage points of each other. But we're doing above average with that. There's plenty of vaccine available. If you've been thinking about getting vaccinated, it's really easy to get vaccinated right now. You could get done today if you wanted. State metrics, everything's showing a decline. Falmouth case counts down, 1 case since June. So all the metrics, everything shows that we're doing, that things are heading in the right direction. So that's all I have for an update this week, and I'll see everybody next week. Thanks.